Hey sis, I'm Ashley Goode, a brand strategist that helps women like you create a business doing what they love so they can finally leave their 9 to 5 and live a life that they've always dreamed of. If you have a purpose and are ready to put it into action, you're in the right place. I'm here to provide you with business and marketing tips to guide you in your transition from employee to full-time boss. If you're ready to stop playing small and start thriving as a full-time entrepreneur, let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Branding with Purpose. This is actually part 2 of the batching content video that I started earlier. The first one was about how I plan my YouTube content and video content in general. So if you haven't seen that video and you're interested, definitely go back and watch that first. But this one today, we're going to be talking about how to batch your Instagram content. So I'm going to walk you guys through the process that I specifically take to batch my content. If you aren't familiar with batching content, pretty much that is planning your content ahead of time and then taking a few days to just kind of do it all at once so you can schedule it and it'll automate and you don't have to worry about it on a day-to-day basis, which I love because if I don't batch my content, I'm so behind, especially when I'm trying to post different things on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to kind of give you guys the tea on how to do it so you can make your life easier, not stress over planning your content, and kind of focus on other things that need attention in your business, right? So the first thing to batching your content is when you're planning it out, brainstorm your content. Think about what you're going to be talking about we'll talk about, how about, since we're in October, we'll talk about planning content for November. So for November, think about what you're going to be talking about as far as those topics go for November. Also, make sure you include any campaigns you're running. So if you have any new things that you're going to be selling, anything that you want to focus on specifically. I know for me, when it comes to talking about things on a month-to-month basis, I focus on one topic that surrounds my business. So like specifically this month, I was talking about how to start a business so you can finally quit your job because I launched the 9 to Thrive series. So think about things that are relative to where your business is going to be at the next month so you can create content that surrounds the theme per se. And once you've done that, you want to, y'all have my handy dandy laptop, you want to make sure you schedule your content. So I'm gonna insert a little clip of how I specifically schedule my content. It's very important to get a digital calendar to actually plan them out. I think I showed you guys previously that I use first, before I put it into the digital calendar, I actually have a paper calendar. So I would write each day that I'm going to be posting and what the topic is, or what I'm going to be talking about, and then I kind of narrow it down to whether it's a picture, a video, a quote. That way I understand what kind of content I need. So once you do that, you translate the paper calendar into a digital calendar, which is specifically like a planning app. Me specifically, I use Planoly because it's easier. They have other ones such as later.com, monday.com, what's another one, Buffer. So there's other options, but Planoly is what works for me. So I'm going to show you guys how I kind of take my content, put it into the calendar, and how I'm able to set things up so I can start getting scheduled. All right, y'all, I hope y'all are enjoying this video so far. I wanted to take you guys to Planoly, which is the content planning scheduling app that I use to schedule my content. I know previously we discussed pretty much laying out your content on a calendar. Now, pretty much what I'm going to do is take the content from my calendar and put it into like a digital calendar. Usually I start with, I know we discussed, different formats of content, whether it's pictures and quotes and video. So pretty much what I do is put those fillers in for those days that I'm going to be scheduling my content. So like for certain days, I might do a reel, a quote, a lifestyle picture, video, whatever the case. So you can utilize that in order to schedule your posts. How you do that is once you start using Planoly, play around a little bit. I won't do a full tutorial because I know they have a couple of videos, but if you have any questions, definitely leave me a comment. But I'm going to show you guys how I add these little fillers. You will go to Add Grid, Placeholder, and then you'll select a color. You type in what you want, like the name, whether it's a video or reel, then you add it. And then in order to schedule it, when you're starting to record your content, you don't have to be too hard on yourself when it comes to posting at a certain time. Just try and see what works, and then as you get to know your audience and understand like your analytics and when's the best time for you to post, then you can really specify. But I'm going to go ahead and upload the marker into the actual system. What did I select? Black. And then when I'm ready to schedule, I'll pretty much put the schedule date. I'll select, right now we're in October. I'll select the date, and then I'll select a certain time For me, because Instagram is in sync with Planoly, I am able to see the best times to post. So I'll select quick schedule and it'll give me like 3 times of the best time to post. Go over to, I think I select the 11th, whatever. And then I'll just select, 4 p.m. is one of the suggested times, save it, and then it automatically goes into your calendar. Now I'm going to show you guys pretty much just a month that has already been scheduled. So right now I'm in the month of October. I know previously I said September. I've been actually recording this video for like a couple of months, but I'm going to give you guys an example of an already scheduled month and what it looks like. So this is a full month. So once you have uploaded your markers in there and you want to get more specific down to what your captions are going to be like, for me, as well as the hashtags, I actually love here it has a calendar so you can see the times and things like that once you put them in there. So for example, I missed this schedule, but for each post I pretty much get specific on the theme I'm going to be talking about. It kind of gives me a little direction as to when I go back in there to type the actual captions, what I'm going to be discussing, and then I create a call to action. So a call to action, also known as a CTA, is pretty much if you're promoting something. So right now I'm currently promoting my free blueprint training. So I'm going to, at the end of my caption, leave a prompt saying pretty much to register by clicking the link in my bio. So pretty much a call to action is just whether it's leave a comment to do this, click the link in my bio to do this. It creates an interaction to engage with your audience. So that's pretty much it. It's simple. And then once you start getting your videos and pictures and stuff like that taken, you can go ahead and upload in there. What works for me best is I don't really type all my captions all at once because I find it to be very overwhelming and time consuming until I can actually master it. I kind of do it at the beginning of each week, which kind of makes it a little easier. So that is it for planning. So once you do that, the next step is to make a list of the content that you need to create. So whether it's, like I said, the videos, pictures, graphics, because now that you have your things laid out in Planoly, you can kind of get an idea of how many pictures you need, how many reels, how many videos, how many quotes or graphics that you need to make for your platform. And then once you create a list, you can start getting to creating your content. This is when, now that you have decided what you need, you can kind of plan accordingly. Whether you take a day or two, you take a week, use that time to actually strategically create that content that you need for your platform. Which leads me to the last part, which is uploading the content. So you have all your videos, you have all your pictures, and so now it's the time to upload into that system. Once you do that, this is a good time to make sure that you actually schedule them, right? So we place them on the different days. Now we're going to schedule it specifically for days or specifically for the times that work best for your audience or that work best for your platform. In doing so, this is also a good time to write out your captions. When it comes to caption writing, I'm probably going to do another video to go more in depth in this, but you want to make sure that your caption relates to the actual theme of the content that you're posting for the day. I think an important thing to do is also create a call to action. So for example, like I said, if you're launching something or selling something specifically during this month, this is the time where you kind of educate them a little bit about it, and the call to action could be simple as, to make a purchase, click the link in my bio, right? So you just want to make sure that your captions are aligned with the content that you're putting out on a daily basis. So just as a recap, the first thing you want to do is to brainstorm your content. Make sure when you do that you are including any sales or campaigns or anything relative to the themes that you're going to be talking about for next month. Once you do that, you want to go ahead and put it into a digital calendar, or specifically a content planning app. I use Planoly, so if you're interested in using Planoly, definitely click the link in the description. It is an affiliate link, so that way you guys can kind of not play out, so you guys can try it out. I think they have a free trial, so definitely check that out. And then once you do that, make a list of the type of content that you need to make, from videos to graphics to pictures or whatever is needed, and then take the time to kind of schedule a day out, day or 2 or 3 or however much time you need to kind of record all that content. And then once you have your content, put it in the calendar, schedule it out, so that way when November 1st rolls around, or whatever day you decide to start rolling your content out, it's just going to be going automatically. I love automating content because you don't have to think about it. You don't have to try to like, oh man, I forgot, you know what I'm saying? So it's something that goes out. Now using Planoly, a lot of things, just a little tidbit, if you're going to be doing a carousel, which pretty much is I don't know if you guys seen like the Instagram graphics that swipe, pretty much you can have more than one. Those are called carousels. Those don't automatically post by themselves, and neither do videos. So if you have reels or anything like that, they don't post by themselves. But the fact that the other things can post by themselves, and Planoly will just ping you to remind you that it's time to make this post, it's already set up. All you got to do is probably put the video in there, or if not, automatically just post manually, makes your life so much easier. So you can get back to creating things for your business, focusing on the things that need more attention, spend more time with your clients, and not worry about your content altogether. Absolutely makes life a lot easier, because trust me, in the beginning I struggled. Like, I was like, okay, I have all this content, what am I gonna do with it? Or, you know, oh my god, the month's coming up, I haven't even planned my content, now I have to do it on a day-to-day basis. Nah, no more stress. No more stress. We're using strategy, we're thinking, we're working smarter, not harder, so we're not struggling when it comes to creating content. Of course, shameless plug, if you need help creating content, I'm offering a VIP day for a social media strategy session to figure out what kind of content works best for your business and how you can kind of plan accordingly for scheduling it. So if you're interested in that, definitely book a brand consultation. That information will also be in the description as well. And I hope this video is very beneficial. It is short because it's straight to the point, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.